That's how it was with John Lennon and Julian. John had Julian right when the Beatles took off, and yeah, time got away from him, and and then Lennon was quoted in the paper saying, I get off tour, I come back to Kenworth, I think it was called, or yeah, Kenwood, I think it was called the mansion, Ringo's old mansion, and Lennon comes home and he's acquired a dope habit, an acid habit in this time. It's no longer the innocent '60s, and it's like 1967 now. We're into like Sergeant Pepper era. They finally quit touring. Um, it's around that era. So Lennon is a whole different motherfucker. He's got a, a psychedelic hand painted fucking Rolls Royce. He's heavily into acid. It's just the beginning of him doing dope. He started doing dope with I'm Only Sleeping. That's what that song's about. And it's hard to, everybody thinks that's the Beatles' pot period, but that's their dope period. How's that grab you? Like Rubber Soul and all that? Mm-hmm. Yeah, Lennon had already met his idols. He met Dylan. You know, I'm wondering what Dylan turned him on to. I wonder if it was just pot. Who knows? But Lennon said that he came back to his wife, Cynthia, and their son Julian. And he said in the paper, it's like living with a little stranger. I don't know this boy. I don't know this person. I'm already sleeping with Yoko, and I'm coming back home. And yeah, So Lennon gave him like somewhat of a big payout, and the stipulation was to just disappear and don't come back. Lennon had this, and he also said in the paper, I don't know this child, I don't know this little person, but he was conceived over a bottle of brandy one night before Beatlemania, and now I come home and I'm like, I don't, that's far away from the Sesame Street watching bread baking, John Lennon up in the Dakota. For Sean Lennon, different stuff. Can you imagine that? Lennon, he's not trying to know a 5 or 6 year old and go back to the wife that he didn't. I don't think he wanted to marry her. I think he had to. Get it. My dear head pussy, that's my meal about pregnant. Pregnant personal cum dumpsters. Sole ownership. And they tell me that every time I have sex with them, that's what they tell me. Knock me up. You saw me throw away my birth control. I don't do it. But one of these nights I'm gonna do it. And she's got her tongue out. Please knock me up. Own this. You already own my face, please. I'm like, yes. You can get them to talk like that. And then you get them to do that shit on camera. And then, holy shit. Just a verbal bitch. In a real, the words just flowing out of her in a confessional type way. Shaking her head yes and no. Worried look. Fucking own me. You own me. Just a verbal bitch. You own my asshole. Oh my god. It's the best bitch ever. That's the bitch who wants to win. She does that shit. She wants to win.